Yeah, in this video, I will demonstrate the main features of this online finance management tool. This is called Buxfer. I would say this is having very good features over the other tools which I was using before. I have put an invite to this tool. This is an online tool and you can register just with your email ID, and I have kept the invite in the description of video. So please accept my invite and start using this tool. If you are not sure where your money is going, and you are wondering at the end of the month you are not having enough money in your account, so you should definitely try this tool. This tool can give you this tool has many features. It can enable you to track your money. I started doing this very religiously after reading a book. uh, the name of the book is Law of Success, and the author is Napoleon Hill. So in this book, Napoleon Hill has written one complete chapter on savings, and he says financial independence, your financial independence doesn't depend upon how much money you earn. It is irrelevant how much money you earn, but it depends upon how much you save out of how much you earn. So this after reading that book and the chapter, I started doing this religiously, and this really helped me a lot. Mm, I was successfully able to reduce my expense on unwanted things. So let's now go through the main features. If you see on the left hand side, on this left hand side, there are different features of this tool. Okay, this tool, the first one is a dashboard, and then you have reports, budget, and then coming to forecast, accounts, reminders, tags, contacts, groups. Okay, so once you get registered, you have to do some settings over here. If you see here, there are some settings you have to do. Okay, I'll not go through all the settings. The main setting, I'll go through the main setting. If you go to the transactions, yeah, in the transactions, you have to just give the default currency. Uh, this here, I have given Indian rupee. Okay, so this is the default currency you have to set for every transactions. This will be set in the default currency. Okay, and then you have to open one account. At least one account you should have before you can start using this tool. Okay, now see, if you see here, there is an account, and I have but for the free user it is available. You can go through this, try this tool for free, and for a free user you can open up to 5 accounts. So you can see I have open different accounts: saving account, checking account, investment account, and many more. Okay, so from here you can add one account. Okay, you have add account button, and you have sync accounts button. Suppose if you have added an bank account, okay, so you can sync that bank account every time. uh, the- uh, this tool gives the features of fetching, but you have to give your login password in this tool. It will save your login password, and it will download all the transactions from the bank. So this will this will make your job easy. You don't have to enter every transaction, which you do it through your debit card or credit card. So this syncs the account with your bank. But if you feel it is risky, you don't go for this option. You can download the Excel file from your bank account and upload it here. Even that is option is available. I didn't feel any risky because I'm not giving transaction password anywhere. I'm just giving this tool login password so that it can download all the transactions on its own. Okay, so after adding an account, I'll show you the sync account. So if I click on sync all accounts, You can see my account is getting sync. Okay, at the top you can see zero transactions downloaded. Okay, this is zero transaction. There was no transaction that is downloaded. Okay, so close. Yeah. So this is how once you add an account, then you can start adding transactions. Okay, now I'll go through the features one by one. First, I want to take you to the dashboard. Dashboard is a one page view where you can see most of the things. Okay, so initially you see dashboard. So in the dashboard, the first diagram it shows income, expense, and net worth. You can see first one is the expense. If you click on expense, it will take you to the expense report. Now it has come to report. Okay, so if you see here, it has come to reports. So this reports has three sections: expense, income, and net worth. Okay, so see it gives a beautiful pie diagram. mm, Expense pie, or like this you can have income pie. So it gives beautiful diagram where your money is going, the home expense, health expense, food. So these are the tags which I have configured. You can configure any number of tabs. You can configure tags and then subtags the way you want it. Okay. So see now in home, 60% of my expense till now, till this day of the month are going in the home expense. Home expense is what is my is generally my rent I pay for my home. Okay, then you have health, you have food. So I'll click on the food. 8% of my money went into food. So if I click on the food, it will show me the subtax inside the food. Okay, so what is the expenditure I spent in the restaurants? How much of fast food I ate? How many fruits and vegetables I bought? So these are the subtags. So tagging, subtagging. Okay, I'll explain you more about this, but this you can do it in Bucksworth. So this is a very useful thing. You want to know where your money has gone. So this is the best way to do it. Now I came back. Okay. So similarly, you can do for income, and then if I come down, okay. See, now I'll come back. See, this is the report part. It came to a report. Now I'll go back to dashboard because I started with dashboards. Dashboard. Okay. Dashboard. First part of the dashboard is the report. Okay. So this pie, I have explained you about this pie, and another thing I want to explain is you can configure the dates. This is for this month. You can do it for last month, for 3 months, for 12 months, or if you don't have anything in here, you can give your custom dates. Okay, you can give the start date and end date, so it will give you the pie as per this date. Yeah, now let's come down. After this there is a budget. You can set your budget for the month, and this the middle line which you can see, the orange color line, is today's line. So this will show you whether you're crossing your budget or till today, or you're behind your budget, over budget. So whatever this thing, it will show you. I'll come to the budgets later, how to set budget. And then coming down. Okay, this is the loan. You see, finance is not very simple as expense and income, right? So it is not, they are not only two transactions, there are many other transactions, like you borrow money from somebody, you give money to on loan to someone, you pay for your friend and you have to get money from him later. So this is a lot of transactions are involved, different types of transactions. You transfer from money from one account to another account, you make fixed deposits because you get more interest over there, so you transfer money. So there are different types of transactions, and Bucksworth supports all the type of transactions. I'm very happy because the initial tool which I used was not having so many features or types of transactions. Okay, so this section over here shows loans, and the red color is you have to pay somebody, and the green colors are you have to get from somebody. Okay, this is a kind of reminder for me. Coming down, yeah, these are the alerts. Suppose say you have to pay your maid salary, you have to pay your home rent. So can set reminders that you need to pay your electricity bill. So this will send you an email alerts. Okay. So next coming down. mm, this is my favorite diagram. Let me drag down carefully. Yeah. See, if you see, it gave you a bar chart. This bar chart consists of month on month income versus expenditure. The green bars are income, the red bars are expenses. So ideally, feel good when green bars are bigger than the red bars, but not possible in some cases. But see, in some of the cases, my red bars are bigger. Say this month, particular month, my red bar is bigger. In this particular month, my red bar is bigger. But yeah, I know why it is bigger. Mm, I know the reasons. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that as long as I know the reason. So this tool gives you a control over your expense. Okay, and you can increase your income also, and you can record your incomes also. So this is my favorite diagram. If I come down, let me come down. Yeah, and these are transactions. Okay, so from here all the transaction starts, and it goes on. Some of the transaction I entered manually. Some of the transactions got downloaded from my bank account directly. So each and every transaction has a date, amount, description of the transaction, tags associated with the transaction, and then the account from which the transaction happened. Okay, and there is one more which is not shown here, but this is the type of transaction. Okay, so the red or green, you can say it got income. The red is the expense. You can see, and this one, the 10,000 is a transfer. So let me go through the types of transactions. I'll add a transaction. I will show you what types of transactions you have in Bucksworth. Yeah, this is the transaction add transaction screen. Okay, in this screen there are two options. Okay, add a single transaction which you are seeing right now, and the second option is add multiple transactions. Okay, so in a single transaction you can add different types like expense, income, transfer, refund. Okay, and then you have paid for friend, shared bill, loan, and settlement. So the transaction on the left side are income, expense, transfer, refunds, and then the right hand side you give somebody some money, you'll take somebody from somebody some money. So these are those kinds of transactions, loan kind of transactions. Okay, so I'll add a simple transaction just to demonstrate. I'll call an expense transaction. So suppose say I bought something from the market. So I bought a bread. Okay. So I will type here bread, bread. Okay. Now what Buxfer do is from the my previous transaction it will give some recommendations. Okay. What bread? This is based on my previous transaction. So I say grocery bread. Okay. Now see I want to highlight here before selecting groceries bread. You see the tag. Okay, the tag is blank. Okay, the tag of the this is there beside the description, it is blank. Now once I select grocery breads, and I give the amount, say 30 rupees. Okay. Now see the grocery, the tag is automatically taken as grocery. So this is because I have set some automatic rules to convert whenever there is, you can see that grocery in the description, the automatically the tagging will be groceries. So I don't have to tag every time if it is a repeated kind of expense. If it is something new, then yeah, I have to tag that manually, but it is automatic tagging. Okay, from account did you had this transaction? It is from the cash. I paid that person cash, so I have created an account called cash in hand. Okay, whenever I withdraw money from the ATM, I transfer that money from my bank account to cash in hand account. So I created one account called cash in hand. So this expense happened through cash in hand. Okay, so I added transactions. Now I'll come to the multiple transactions. Okay, so like this, you can explore a different transaction. You can say you paid for your friend, so your friend's name should be coming here. You bought a bread for your friend. Okay, so paid by and paid for. In the paid for, your friend's name or email ID can be coming here. Okay, so this is how it works. You have loaned somebody, then also the person who you loaned by will be coming there. Like this, you can manage your transactions. Now come to multiple transactions. In the multiple transactions, you can add multiple transactions in the single screen, like this, up to 10 transactions. But the only limitation here is you cannot have all the four, six, eight types. You can only have expense or income or refund. Only these three transactions are possible because all other types need many other fields which they cannot put it in one screen. You have to do it through single transaction only. So this is how it is. Let's move on to the next functionality. So this is how you add transactions in Bucksworth. And then reports anyway. Come to the reports anyway. I have taken you through reports. So there is nothing much. I will just tell very quickly what this report. These reports are beautiful pie diagrams which you get by expense pie, income pie, and net worth, uh, expense, income, and net worth diagrams. Okay, this you can configure by month wise. You can say which month you you want to see, or you can also have custom dates. This I told you already. Okay, these are very helpful for analysis. Okay, so this is there is nothing more into it. And then budgets. Next, I'll come to the budgets. You can set your budgets with respect to each tag. Suppose your budget you want to spend some money. Say one budget you can do overall budgeting, and then you can do sub tagging budgeting. So home, bills, food. They have set three sub budgets and one overall budget. So you can set n number of budgets for yourself, but I want to keep it simple. Overall is enough. So individually I don't want to track my budgets, but overall the budget should be tracked. So that is how my requirement is. So this is about the budget. You can edit budgets from here. You can add n number of budgets. You can edit. You can do whatever you want. So I have added three budgets and one overall budget. So coming to the next functionality. So next come to reminders. You can set 5 reminders for a free user, and then these reminders are some nothing as simple as you have to pay your bills. Okay, so you have to pay your salary to your maid, home rent, or such kind of reminders. And one thing I want to stress here is in reminders, when you add a reminder, there is an option of automatically, if you see here, this checkbox, automatically add transaction for this bill on the due date. If you check this, it will on the date, which actually it will automatically add a transaction. So this saves you some time. Suppose say if your bill, if you have definite bill amount every month, you have to pay your maid salary every month, and that is fixed. Okay, so in that case you can add a transaction automatically. You can add a transaction, but other cases you may not need it because the amount varies every month. So there you don't have to check this. So this is about the bills. Sorry, this is about the reminders. Now come to tagging. Okay, tagging is very beautiful one. See, in Bucksworth you can configure your tags as per your requirements. Okay. In the previous tools which I used, uh, the tagging was restricted. Those tools want to restrict this tagging because they have some, based on the tagging, they have some advertising given to us. So, but this Bucksworth you can have any tagging. Okay. So you can delete a tag which you don't like. You can add new tags which you want. Suppose say bills. I'll come to the tag called bills. So inside bill, I have three more tags like internet, newspaper, telephone bill. Okay, like this, you can have n number of tagging. Okay, sorry. So once you add a tag here, it is unless you add it in the transaction, you cannot produce good reports. So tagging should be done as per your need. Okay, so good. This is a very good feature. And then contacts is your friends whom you'll give money. Generally you take money from someone, so this is your friends list, your contact list. Okay. So and then groups, you can add some people, some different group contacts into one group. So I don't generally use this feature. If you want, there is option to show you some good other features. You can download your transactions. Suppose if you are filing your tax. Okay, you want to see all expenses you have so that you can file your tax properly. So you can download all this transaction for a given period of time, and you can use them in your you can use them while filing your income tax returns. And one another feature is upload. Okay, you can upload a transaction. Uh, Upload a transaction. Suppose if you want to just take if you are not giving your if you're not opting for automatic sync facility, and you can download a statement from your bank account and you upload it here. So this is one easy option. I generally don't use this because I have sync this account with the bank account, so they'll automatically get downloaded. And that's all. I means people you see, you definitely, if you are very keen about your tracking your expense, or you want to know where your expense is going, so please accept my invite in the description and try this tool. Put your queries in the comment of this video and I will try to answer them.